We're located about 30 minutes north of Denver off I-25. Today I am bringing you an inventory item. This is going to be a 2022 Cimarron Norstar 4-horse gooseneck. Really neat setup on this trailer. You'll see it as we're going through. I really like the tack setup on this one. We spec'd it out. It's got a lot of add-ons that we did to it to make it the way it is. But you'll see as we're going through how neat this trailer is. So starting under here, we've got our adjustable coupler. So we can move that up and down so you are able to ride as level as possible. Your safety chains, battery breakaway, just all your safety stuff right there. We've got our spare tire with your aluminum wheel. So instead of having, like a donut or a steel spare tire, this is going to be the same as the other 4 tires that are on this trailer. Right here we do have a hydraulic jack. Hydraulic jack, it just comes in handy big time when you're in a hurry or anything like that. You're not sitting there having to crank it up and down. Just really nice to have on any trailer, really, especially these bigger ones that get a little heavier. Up under here you've got your battery box. So you've got battery that runs this air ride system and the hydraulic system for your jack. That battery is going to come in handy when you're when you're not plugged into a truck or anything. You do have the capabilities of using and running the lights off this battery, just with your little battery cutoff switch right here. Air ride suspension, so this trailer is on air ride, so this is how you control that air ride. Turn it on, raise and lower it, be able to get it going. Comes in handy big time when you can turn this on and keep it in the lowered position. It'll sit here and build air, but it won't actually air up the trailer until you switch it to raise. So having it in that lowered position, you're lower to the ground, able to load the horses up easier, and then once you're ready to go, about to hit the road, flip that over to raise, and it'll raise that trailer and put air in those bags. It's just really neat to have. Really nice for your horses. It's actually better for their joints as well. I've heard a couple stories where horses have ridden in an air ride trailer and then they go to put them in a non-air ride trailer, and they can tell the difference even walking in there. And some horses will refuse to go in a non-air ride trailer after they've ridden in an air ride trailer. This right here is your control for your hydraulic jack. So you gotta do, hit it like that, and then coming back down. I don't want to hit Jody here in the head, so I'm gonna have him back up a little further. There we go. Coming back down, I mean, it's so fast and so smooth that you're able to get this up and down really quick. Nice thing about it too, if for some reason you happen to kill your battery, you do have the capabilities of either plugging into your truck. This will trickle charge, your truck will trickle charge that battery when the truck is running and the battery cutoff switch is on. So you can get some juice into that battery, so you are able to move that hydraulic jack up and down. Or this one does have a manual setting on it where all you got to do is pump. So all you're doing is sitting there pumping it back and forth. Whichever way you turn this little pin right here is going to determine if it goes up or down. So it does have a fail-safe on it. If you are in a hurry and you can't wait for that battery to charge up, you do have that capability. Right here we did do a 53-inch drop on this trailer, so that's from here down to the ground, or to the bottom of the trailer, the box of the trailer. And that is going to allow you to have some more play between those newer truck beds in these trailers, because those newer truck beds are getting taller and taller as the years have progressed for some reason. So that's going to give you some more play between there, so you're not having to ride uphill to give yourself that extra space there. So comes in handy big time, especially if you're hauling with a newer truck. It's just overall really good thing to have. So right here on our tack room, this is probably one of my favorite tack setups that I have come across on these trailers that we have done. This is going to give you the ability to have tack door on each side, swing out saddle rack on each side. And that gives you the ability to have 2 or 3 horses standing on this side, same on the other. You're not having to pull tack out of this side and walk all the way around the trailer to go tack a horse on the other side. You have access right here for horses on this side and then on the other side as well. When we get over to that other side, you'll see same setup. You've got your swing out saddle rack. Right here you got swing out blanket pole, so this actually swings out. That comes in handy when you're going to put blankets on and you got to layer them up. Instead of shimmying them by each other, you just have that ease of use being able to pull this out and get it out. Down below, you do have a brush box. Put your brushes in there, hoof pick, your fly spray. I mean, so many things can go in that little brush box. Help keep it off the floor, keep it out of your foot space and your way. Just really nice and really handy to have on those doors. And then you also have the window on the door. Got a window on each door, and then your two up in your gooseneck. Get some airflow going through there if for some reason, you know, you get that sweaty, musty, mucky horse smell in there. You can get those windows open and help air it out a little bit. So we did do a 42-inch wide door on both these doors. That just gives you some more space to get by this saddle rack when it's swung out. I mean, all you got to do, walk right in. I didn't have to scooch over to get in or anything. You just walk right in. We did upgrade it and add the step as well. That step comes in handy big time. It's about, well, you can see it right here from your running board to your step, probably about 6 inches is what it gives you to be able to step up into that trailer. And then you're not trying to, you know, get your foot on this, slip off and fall, something like that. It just comes in handy, and just the ease of use of having it is just very, very convenient. We did put an LED light above that door as well, so you were able to see your saddles. If you're tacking, untacking in the dark, you're able to, you know, walk in there without tripping over something or eating it or something along those lines. So we'll go in the tack room from the other side when we get over there. We did do another LED light up above the tie area, so that way you can see even better tacking, untacking in the dark. You got your 4 ties all the way down, and then your bus windows. So these open up halfway. Get these open, get your drop downs open, your roof vents. You'll have plenty of airflow going through this trailer. So like I said earlier, this is sitting on air ride axles, and they're going to be 7,000-pound Dexter Airflex axles. So that air ride, like I said earlier, just is really nice for the horses. A ride for the horses is more comfortable, not as harsh and hard on their joints, and you can actually feel the difference in the vehicle that you're towing with as well. It's not going to be as you know, jerky, because you do have that air ride. It's going to flex a little bit more. It's going to give you just a smoother ride altogether, give you some good gas mileage, get your horses there sounding happy. I mean, it just overall is a fantastic upgrade to have on these trailers. You got your 16-inch wheel as well. Nitrogen filled tires. So those nitrogen filled tires, you know, they run cooler, PSI stays steadier, and if for some reason you are to have a slow leak or something and you got to get some air in a tire to get to a tire shop to get it repaired, you're totally fine with putting normal air in the tire. You could even replace the nitrogen with normal air if you wanted to, but we do nitrogen on all of the Cimarron tires that we have coming in. So coming around here to the rear of the trailer, we've got the one big back door, big window on it. That window on this back door, I really like the windows on the back door because it helps get that airflow going. You got all your drop downs down, bus windows on the hip side open, your roof vents open. Open that, and that back window is going to help suck that air back through the trailer, so that way you're getting your maximum airflow going over the horses and getting them cooled down and keeping them cool as well. The other really nice thing about these Cimarron trailers, you got your all aluminum build, you got your strongest upright posts on the market, strongest flooring on the market with the center every 4 inches. So no matter where your horse is standing in this trailer, unless it's a mini with some tiny feet, they're going to be sitting on a support no matter what. So I know for me, that's a big one. I like when the horses, you know, have support to stand on. I've been working here for a couple years now, and I like the Cimarron so much, I actually bought myself one because just seeing trailers come through, I really like them in the build quality and the process that they do to put these trailers together for the safety of your horse in mind and the safety for you as well. So back here we do have this strap right here that's going to help prevent that last horse from backing out on you when you get this door open, prevent them from coming back. And it's kind of like a seatbelt material, so it's very strong, very sturdy. You're not going to have any issues with it. So then that comes down, coming in here to the horse area. We've got a stud divider on this first stall, so that's full length. I really like the stud dividers for the fact if you were only hauling 3 horses, you've got this whole space up front. You can use that as a storage room storage area. You know, put your wheelbarrow in there, you could put some hay in there, your grain. I mean, there's so many options being able to have, or having this stud stall come all the way down to the floor where nothing's gonna roll back underneath those horses' legs. So that, and if you do have a stud or a kicker or something like that, stick them in that stall and they're gonna hit this before they step on the horse next to them. So we did pads on the dividers, both sides on each divider. This trailer is equipped with mangers. So we got a mangers underneath and then our feed bunks on top. So those feed bunks, you know, throw some hay in here, grain, whatever you want to throw in there, whatever you're feeding your horses. They've got something to keep them occupied. I know I like having hay or feed in front of my horses at all times just to ease their stomach and keep that stomach acid down. So these come in handy big time. And then the plus side, you're getting that storage down beneath. So when we come over to the other side, I'll show you guys that storage area. Up above each stall, we've got roof vents. So those push forward and they push backwards. So push them forward, that's gonna help suck some air in. And then pull them down, push them backward. That's gonna help suck some air out. So get that maximum airflow going through this trailer. You do have your 1/2-inch thick insulated honeycomb fiberglass roof. So that roof is gonna, got an R3 thermal value on it. So it's gonna be a little more heat regulating. So cooler in the summer, warmer in the winter. Just help it, keep it nice and, you know, comfort of the horse in mind. That is what we're about. And they're also dent and hail resistant up to about a golf ball size hail. And I know living here in Colorado, especially on the Front Range, knock on wood, this year we've been pretty good with the hail scene, but it definitely comes in handy when we've got hail coming through. You're not gonna see that popcorn ceiling sitting on there. We've got LED lights all the way down for each stall. So those LED lights, they just, it's funny, you light them up in the dark and you will be surprised how much light you actually have and how much easier it makes it to load horses in these trailers in the dark. It just comes in handy big time. So one thing I always touch on with these Cimarrons too is the way these latch. So they are so easy to use. You got a horse that's wiggly, doesn't want to get over, you know, just push them over, push that into place. You're not having to mess around with the pin, try to get a pin in. You know, you got a horse hitting you in the side. You know how strong horses are, and they push you over. They could end up getting you into some trouble being back here trying to put some pins together. So that setup, I absolutely love it. Comes in handy for ease of use. So I forgot to point out, we do have an LED light up above on the rear as well. That, once again, loading, unloading in the dark just helps you out big time being able to see and get around easy. So one of my favorite parts about this trailer, broom closet. So this broom closet, that's what we call it. It's just an extra storage space. It takes up that awkward little, you got the mangers coming back and then you just have that empty space. So it just gives you some extra room to be able to haul some more stuff, be able to get some stuff out of your tack room and declutter that. So being able to have this, put your pitchforks in here, put your broom in here. I mean, so many different options. We did do the bridal hooks right up there. So those bridal hooks, if you've got additional bridles that can't fit up front, you've got more space from here. Having those bridal hooks, you can stick your pitchfork right up there and it hangs. So just overall being able to have this extra space. And then the angle on it too, you're able to fit buckets right back here. That way, you know, you're not having to clutter them in your tack room or anything. You can get your little buckets back here and keep them out of the way. So I'm gonna close this up real quick so you can see. So that just comes down. You got the double latch, so you got your one latch to open it, and then your second latch just comes across, just extra security on it. So we got drop downs on all 4 stalls with your jail bars. The jail bars, they actually lift up and you can pop these out. I really like that feature for the fact you're hauling somewhere, you're going on a long haul, or you want to check on horses. You're not having to go in through the back of the trailer and risk something happening, a horse getting out, something like that. You can lower this down, throw some more feed in here. You can check on them, you know, offer them water. There's just so many different available options with having this kind of setup that it comes in handy and it's really nice. So these stalls, the first 3 stalls are going to be 42 inches wide. That's extra wide for us. That gives the horses just a little bit more space. You got the bigger, wider horses, your stockier horses, they're going to fit in these trailers way easier. This trailer is actually sitting 7'4" tall as well, so we got some extra height on there, and then we're sitting 7'6" wide, so we got some extra width. So this trailer should be able to accommodate most bigger horses. Your really thick, stocky horses are gonna love this trailer and being able to get in here and not feel as squished. So those go up, and down below the mangers, down below the feed bunks, mangers, you've got extra storage all the way through. So you've got a door for each one. So you are able to declutter that tack room once again, get your stuff out of the way. We can add bridal hooks to the back in here, be able to get some more stuff hung in here. I mean, there's just so many different options with having this extra storage space that it comes in handy, and it is a nice feature to have on these trailers. So on your first stall, you do have the drop down with the escape door. So that escape door opens up, and this is what I was talking about, having, you know, kind of a storage stall. If you're only hauling 3 horses, you've got all that space to be able to put stuff in there and be able to, you know, keep some extra stuff with you and not have it roll underneath those horses' legs. So that closes up, and then we're on the other side of the tack room. So this is what I was talking about with having both sides to tack out of. This comes in handy big time if you've got multiple horses with you tied to the trailer. You're not having to walk all the way around the truck and trailer to get to the other side to saddle horses. You are right here. The access to it is just so much easier, being able to, you know, grab and go. It makes your life so quicker. Time is everything, and when you're running out of time and you're trying to run around a trailer to get a horse tacked, it takes up time, and then you're nervous and you might be late to a show and this and that. So this setup just comes in handy big time with having that. Same as the other one, those are adjustable saddle pads, and then we can also add on to there. So if you needed a couple more, I know if you're anything like me, you got multiple saddles for one horse. Why, I don't know, but it seems to be a thing that a lot of people agree with me on. But we're able to get you some more on there or take them off or stuff like that. So coming in here into the tack room, so this just swings in right there. So in this tack room, on this partition wall, we've got bridal hooks all the way across. We did double row of them, so you are able to hang multiple bridles all the way through. We got the carpeted partition wall. That carpet is just gonna help alleviate any kind of you know, wear and tear from the swinging and swaying of the bridles against this wall. So it's going to be good for your bridles, and it's also good for the trailer. So just overall, having that carpet there helps out big time. So with this one, I'll pull this one in as well. They're on a gas shock, and those gas shocks, the more you use them, the more they kind of loosen up a little bit, but they're actually working really good right now. So that is how the saddle racks sit when they are closed in. Over out of the way. You got LED light above this tack door, and you have one above the other tack door as well. Get your lights in here, get your, you know, visual being able to see. Right here we do have a shelf with a bar down below, being able to hang your show clothes, put your saddle or your hats up there, stuff like that. This does have a lip on it, so nothing's going to be sliding off when you are driving, so that lip comes in handy big time. Down below here, we've got a half boot box, extra storage space for you, a seat to sit and put boots on, put your chaps on, and then it also doubles as a step to get up here into the gooseneck area. Gooseneck area, extra storage space for you. Throw your buckets up there, get them out of the way, get them off the floor. Just comes in handy being able to have this extra space as well. On the LED lights, I forgot to point out, you do have light switches on both sides of the trailer, so you are able to turn them on no matter what side tack room you walk into. Up above here, we do have a pre-bracing for the AC. So if down the line you decided you wanted to put an AC in here, that way if you're at a show and you got some time to kill, you were able to get that AC in here a lot easier having that pre-brace up there. So coming out here again, we did the step on this tack door as well, another 42-inch wide door, so you got that extra space, get in and out. And then we did do LED lights on both sides on here as well. So like I said earlier, this trailer is sitting 7'6" wide, 7'4" tall. We got a on the floor length of 24 feet. And then we've got an empty weight of around 7,100 pounds. So this is a 2022 Cimarron Norstar 4-horse gooseneck. This trailer is going to be stock number 5N210 518, and that's 5N210 518. If you guys like this trailer or any other trailers that we have on our lot or on our website, please don't hesitate to reach out. I know our website looks a little weird right now because we've got a lot of trailers on order, so you'll see a lot of drawings. So if something interests you and you want to know when it's going to be in, give us a call. We can let you know when we should be seeing it. You can call or text my cell phone at 970-218-5996. You can call my desk phone at 303-684-3451, or you can shoot me an email at morgan.knoll, Knoll, at transwest.com. I look forward to hearing from you and look forward to doing business, and I hope you have a great day.